Football Queensland's coverage of the 2019 NPL, NPLW and FQPL season is brought to you by Play Football. Join the team today. Visit playfootball.com.au to find your nearest club. Football Foundation, making football more accessible for every income, every gender, every ability, every background, every Indigenous Queenslander. Donate today.
Let's not overcomplicate this. For East tonight, it's a simple equation. Win and they're locked into a final spot. Anything less and they'll be in for a stressful weekend to see if other results cooperate and their season is extended for at least another week. With an 8-game winning streak on the line, they'll be counting on the momentum of their late season surge to ride them into a finals berth, but they will have to get all 3 points tonight. Welcome one and all to the NPLW Match of the Round live on the Football Queensland Facebook page and YouTube channel between East and Capalaba. It's James Coughlin here to bring you the action over the next couple of hours. Tonight's visitors have plenty to play for themselves with fourth spots still up for grabs, although perhaps a bit more pressing is the need to arrest a form slump in recent weeks, which has seen them pick up just 4 points from their last 5 games as injuries have depleted their squad. It's not what you want at the most important time of the year, although a draw against Premier's Lions 2 weeks ago will have done their confidence wonders. The finals picture could be locked in tonight. Let's see what happens. The outdoor football season is almost over, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop playing football. Futsal is perfect for keeping fit and improving your technical skills come season's end. Keep your outdoor team together and play football during the off-season. Visit playfutsalqld.com.au to find out more. Now let's see who's taking to the pitch tonight. East is sponsored by Laurenti's Fresh Food Market, and this is the side that they're putting out tonight. In goals, number 1, Caitlin Dale. Number 4, Ivana Mudnic. Number 5, Arena Tokunaga. Number 6, Hakana Dixon. Number 8, Annika Coyne. Number 9, Tiffany Roberts. Number 10, Zoe Lambie. Number 11, Lorena Maggio. Number 12, Jessica Gibson. Number 12, Natsumi Tanaka. And number 23, Georgina Amos. On the bench, you've got Caitlin Grimmett, Emily Thompson, Ashley Amadio, and Julia Duffy. Capalaba are sponsored by F45 Training and Hog's Breath Cafe, and this is a team they'll be putting out tonight. In goals, you've got Jessica McLean. And number 2, Anna Ringrose. Number 3, Madeline Finneran. Number 4, Jacinta Perrin. Number 5, Angela Ma. Number 6, Eloise Wadsworth. Number 8, Sachiko Tatsuoka. Number 12, Isabel Ward. Number 13, Lauren Wachner. Number 16, Katie Cooperis. And number 19, Abby Lloyd. Sides are making their way out onto the pitch, led by Total Tools match officials, with referee Bailey Jacobson. And they'll be assisted by Daisy Kuipers and Daniel Olsen. Capalaba in their all-blue strip tonight, and East in their traditional orange and black. Team's just lining up for the traditional handshake. Got a pretty decent crowd building up here as well at Heath Park here in East Brisbane. It's quite a lovely Friday night, I'd say. As I've got some cheers from the field just behind the club to the right of your screen. And some final words of advice taking place and getting their team huddles down pat. Sure, for both of these sides there's plenty on the line. So this is one of the more scenic spots I've had the privilege to call the game from this season. Got the city skyline in the back. And what should be a fantastic game of football in the foreground. Got the captains, Lauren Wachner from Capalaba and number 9, Tiffany Roberts from East. Looks like they're going to be as they are. Of course, you have to say Capalaba's last outing was that 2-2 draw against Lions, which did secure Lions the premiership, but for all intents and purposes, Capalaba have to feel like that was a bit of a moral victory coming back from 2-0 down, thanks to Katie Cooperis, who's opened the score, or got their first goal, and then Abby Lloyd finally burying a chance after spurning a couple early on. There was, of course, a catch-up weekend last weekend, and, well, you'd have to say that East put that catch-up opportunity to good use. They came away with a very comfortable 5-0 win over Sunshine Coast Wanderers, thanks in large part to a hat-trick from Georgina Amos, which was capped with a 91st minute goal. Zoe Lambie tries to sneak in a kick-off there, but looks like it'll be Abby Lloyd to get us underway. Where else would you rather be on a Friday night than watching the football? We're underway and the crowd here is building and hoping for an East victory, but it's Capalaba first on the ball. Cleared away there by Tanaka. It's going to be an early throw in here for Katie Cooperis. Ward playing it back there and now trying to switch the play, but it falls right to the feet there of Roberts, but her through ball just not quite where she was hoping it was going to be, and Jess McLean gets us back underway. It's Tatsuoka, who was pivotal when these two sides met early on in the season. There's Tanaka, a pass cut out by Cooper. She's been ever-present rock at the back for Capalaba. Here's Lloyd. Ward. Playing it out now for Ma. Looking for another big performance from the fullback here. Ma with the ball in. Chance for Lloyd if she can get on the end of it, but tipped away. Tanaka. And Dale is able to just get on the end of it there and keep things under control for East. Coin on the ball here. Switches it over now for Tanaka, who took her eye off the ball and just let it roll under her feet. Maybe some early game nerves going on just a little bit. Ma with the throw in, and Cooper is coming forward. Is she going to look for a first time strike perhaps here? No. Plays it out for Ma. He's going to cross it in back post. He's Perrin at the back now waiting. Tries to chip it over Coin there, but not to be. Beats the slide tackle though. Here's Tatsuoka back in the team after missing the match a fortnight ago. Very compact start to this game. Pretty much everybody is on the far side of the pitch as we're watching on your screen. Played out there by Dixon. Gets the return. Here's Dale. Got a... Whoop. Abby Lloyd centres it now for Wadsworth. Just a little bit too far in front of her, and Dale able to pick it up and give East another chance to play out from the back here. Looks like East going for a bit of a 4-3-3 formation at the moment. In there for Maggio. Back to Maggio, now trying to play it down the wing here. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of an opening. Here's Roberts, if she can get to the ball. No, it's defended away there by Ringrose, and we're going to have East first corner of the night. Over goes Amos to take. You may hear a few stray whistles from the Friday night social leagues in the background. sure just about every competition is in finals at the moment. Cross comes in swinging left-footed delivery and chested away there by Finneran. So we'll have take 2 for that set piece. Now Roberts is coming short. Going to opt for a delivery into the box as well. Free header and cleared off the line, off the hand, but appears to be a play on. More of a ball to hand than hand to ball. Turnover here is Tatsuoka. Feeds Wadsworth. Tatsuoka with the overlapping run on the right side, but cut out there by Tokunaga. And feeds it back to Dale. So next season that one might be a penalty, but didn't appear to be too many shouts from the East's players. Or a ball to hand moment there on reflection. Now here's Perrin into the middle to Ward. Now Cooper is trying to start the attack, but her pass is cut out there by Lambie. Now chance for East on the break. Here's Roberts trying to get by, but very, very strong tackle there by Maddie Finneran. Now she's able to clear it forward here for Perrin. It's Tatsuoka. Wadsworth. The ankles nibble out here, and here's a turnover once again. Here's Lambie and Amos. Bit of a 1-2 chance. And just off the post, so close. We almost had our opening goal of the game there from Zoe Lambie, working a fantastic 1-2 with Amos, but it's a little bit too wide. Lambie seemingly had McLean beaten all ends up there, but unfortunately the post also managed to beat her there as well. Going for placement rather than power there. Now McLean clears it out. I think there might be a few nervy people in the grandstand looking at their cars, where we might see a few defenders' clearances head out that way. Checking to make sure the camera operator didn't park there as well tonight. Looks like we won't have to go and move our cars at the halftime break then. Ward with the block, but it falls back to East here. Now they're breaking down the left side through Gibson, who was offside. Here's McLean. Plenty of close attention there. East looking to press quite high early on, and it's already paid dividends. A couple of decent chances, and you have to think that we're looking to try and pounce early. And no, that wasn't a Tigers pun. Now McLean playing it out here is Abby Lloyd. Cut out there by Tokunaga, sends it back long, and eventually finds its way to Jacinta Perrin, who's going to try and get down the wing and manages to beat a defender. She beat a second and get a cross in. Looks like she was just seen off there by Hakana Dixon. And a misplaced pass there from Dixon and falls to Ma. Now Warden Cooperus. An overlapping run on the left side. Instead playing it through the middle. Here's Lloyd. Knocks it down. And fantastic save there. Caitlin Dale comes up big when she's asked to. I think that's a corner that they'll be happy to concede there. Second week in a row we've seen Abby Lloyd with a pretty decent early shout, but keeper comes up big once again. And I'm sure just like a fortnight ago, East will be making sure they don't give the Brisbane Roar striker too many opportunities like that. It's going to be Wadsworth to take the free kick. Got a bit of an organised routine here. Cross comes in. Can't get past the near post where Jessica Gibson was on duty. So that cross didn't really have the air in it to cause too much trouble. Needs to be a little bit closer to the penalty spot. Now Wadsworth gets a chance for another delivery. Got 5 Capalaba players in a bunch at the top of the 18-yard box, ready to make their run. It's 2 come short again. Better delivery this time. And headed away from Katie Cooperis. And cleared out and deflected there off Wadsworth for an East goal kick. Go back and say once again, what a save there, Caitlin Dale. And might be making the FQ save of the week when the highlights go up later this week. Actually, it'll be next week. It's still Friday. I'm sure you have to keep an eye out for that. Here's Tanaka. That's right under our commentary position. Here's Cooperis. Plays it over here. And the pass there from Perrin, just a little bit behind a target, but able to retain possession there as Capalaba. Break down the right wing, but Tatsuoka coming back and doing some defensive duty. A little bit of footwork there to get the ball away from danger. Here's Ringrose on the ball. There's Maggio on the ball and opting to retain possession and sacrifice a bit of territory. Now here's Tokunaga getting pressed, but able to skip past the challenge and feed it out. As far as Ma, who plays it ahead, but seeing some pretty decent footwork here tonight from these players. Plays down here, now a bit of space. Unfortunately, that ball was in a little bit too much space as it goes out over the sideline. Unfortunately, Natsumi Tanaka just not quite able to get on the end of that pass, but the idea was there. They're certainly trying to push behind that Capalaba defensive line earlier, East. Here's Wadsworth. 3 defenders around her. Maggio kicked the ground there, but Dixon was there to cover up. Now Maggio on the ball again. Don't think she's ever too worried with the ball at her feet. Is Lorena Maggio. Wes looks very assured in possession. It's Tatsuoka. Calls for a switch. Goes to Abby Lloyd, but on the receiving end, some very tight attention after that first chance. Don't think we'll put that one in the stats as a shot on target. Here's Dale. Here's Amos on the ball. Roberts feeding Lambie. Is there an option in the box? Possibly. There's Gibson there, but so the 2 Capalaba defenders will be favoured to get to that one. Here's Wadsworth now picking up that misplaced pass. Cooper is able to get forward. Cut out there by Maggio. Well done there. Now Abby Lloyd putting the pressure on, forces a pass back, but still able to get to Dale. His clearance just skips past Ma there. Here's Cooperus once again. Going to try and kickstart another run. Now looking for Lloyd. Pass was close, but eventually cut out by Dixon. Lloyd on the ball now. Didn't quite expect a teammate to be so fast there. And Issa on the ball, and free kick there against Finneran. I'm not sure if she entirely agrees with that one, but it is what it is, and play moves on. It's going to be Dixon to take. Got 4 options ahead, and opts to go for the one on the far right, but can't quite get it past Ringrose. Here's Tatsuoka. Cooperus now. He's putting up a bit of an orange wall around Cooperus, forcing her to go sideways to Tatsuoka, and I think that's an option she'll be very happy with. Not so much Tatsuoka with her pass there. Not quite where she was hoping it would wind up. Plays it forward here for Amos. Tries to flick it past, but Cooperus first to it there, and feeds back to a keeper in Dale, but in McLean, I mean. Been a very free-flowing game in the first quarter hour or so here at Heath Park. It's the NPLW match of the round. East looking to secure a final spot. Going to have to defend that long pass there from Katie Cooperus. Capalaba, on the other hand, looking to give themselves a chance of 4th spot, which, considering Gold Coast are playing the Premier's Lions tomorrow, you'd have to say that 3 points could be enough to help them jump up a spot. And the finals, which will be starting next week. Capalaba free kick coming in. Looking for Abby Lloyd. And finds its way to Anna Ringrose on the far flank. As we are just tuning in, Capalaba in their all-blue kit, East in their traditional orange and black. And if you have just tuned in, we're very glad that you're joining us here on the Football Queensland Facebook page and YouTube channel. You might check in with the comments a little bit later. Sure, as the internet goes, they're all friendly. Not had too many stoppages, which has made for a very watchable game so far. Of course, one big chance has fallen to each side. You've had Abby Lloyd force a fantastic save out of Caitlin Dale, and also had Zoe Lambie just hit the post on a one-on-one. Capalaba just holding on to possession here. Just into Perrin hit now. Trying to get past Zoe Lambie. He's looking to press, and now break here. In the end, that ball is deflected out for Capalaba thrown, and it looks like it's going to be Ringrose to try and get the ball moving very quickly. Here's Lloyd, trying to feed Perrin, but very strong work there from Dixon to see the ball out. And, it's a bit of a talking to there, saying, watch the shoulders, I suspect, from our referee tonight, and Speaking of referees, FQ is excited to announce the launch of a new referee website, a comprehensive online resource for referees across Queensland. Oh, chance here. Got a little bit of a mix-up at the back there from East. Dealt with there. The FQ referee website has been developed to assist match officials of all skill levels and qualifications to grow their understanding of the game and progress through refereeing pathways in the state. And make sure you check that one out. Long shot here from Cooperus, and it's high. Well, looked like it was going high and wide, but in the end just winds up wide. Capalaba starting to perhaps find their footing a little bit more at the moment, taking a bit more control of the game. And, just unable to keep it in there is Jess Gibson, with a bit of a smile on her face there. Ward winning it back and finds Maddie Finneran. Now out to the flank for Ringrose. Feeds it back to Finneran. And then Dale able to get out ahead of that before Abby Lloyd's able to get there. And off the shoulder of Cooper is there for a throw-in. Thrown unable to get past Ma there. Got a spare ball coming up now. And Cooper is looking to clear it away. As we promised a little bit before, quick check-in. We've got the Capalaba official account watching us tonight, so hello to whoever's running that. We've got Kim Miles saying, "Let's go doggies." Got Nate and also got Ahmed watching from Central Australia. So very pleased you're joining us on this Friday night. It is, of course, James Coughlin here, bringing you the action from Heath Park in East Brisbane. I've got to say, I'm pretty happy to be here on a Friday night. In fact, where else would you rather be? Just hope my wife isn't watching. In the end, it goes out, and Ringrose unable to bring it under control there. Gives up the throw into Easts. So aside from that one chance from Lambie before, haven't really had too many clear-cut chances, and now they turn it over. Here's Wadsworth. She was the furthest forward Capalaba player, so couldn't really spring a break. Now got numbers surging forward. Got an option on the right side. It's Ma. Busting a lung to get to it. Looks like she's going to get there first. Crosses in. Looking for Ward, but just there is Caitlin Dale. And they're going to try and break down their right side. Here the communication is both sides try and get organised here. Just can't quite get that pass through there to spring the break. And a chance for Capalaba to counter-attack is not quite there from a Capalaba perspective, and in the end it's East back with the ball after all is said and done. That long ball here looking for Amos, but going to be a bit much to ask of her to try and get past Finneran and Wachner, but well, she at least tried. You see from the way that East is setting up at the moment, they're definitely trying to push the space on the wings, making sure that their attacking wingers are the ones closest to the touchline. Just going to make sure that when they do break down the wing, they've got the options there in the middle to get to, and Amos or Lambie perhaps. Maggio. I would say pinpoint pass back to the keeper. Not a lot of pressure for that one though. Here's Tokunaga. Looking for a pass and able to get it out here for Roberts. She can't quite get it in there for Lambie, and it's Finneran there to cut it out. Looking for a bit of space. They've got plenty out here on the left if they want to use it. Now he's Tanaka. Don't think they're going to be able to get through the middle. Very compact centre of the pitch at the moment. Lambie able to cut back on the inside now. Is she going to create a bit of space for a shot or feed it for Amos, or just play it through there for McLean to come and collect? And here's Lloyd peeling off there and able to briefly get possession, and in the end it's Tatsuoka. Of course, last time these sides met back in round 13, it was a 3-1 Capalaba win. But Jessica Gibson opened the scoring 3 minutes in, so we've had to wait a little bit longer tonight for the first goal. How long we'll have to wait? We'll just have to wait and see. But scoreless draw won't really do any of these sides any favours, but we might get a chance here. Here's Abby Lloyd, but she's offside. Not sure that was a planned move there to get the deflection to fall to the feet of Abby Lloyd, but she was just a couple of steps offside there. Just a little bit too far in front there, and Cooper is using the strength to get there. Of course, that first meeting between the two. DeSavia equaling on 24 minutes, and then it was a second half brace from Tatsuoka to give Capalaba all 3 points. And here's Tatsuoka on the ball again. Skips past Dixon there. And not sure if that was an advantage paid or deemed to be a no foul. Anyway, bit of work from Amos now. Got an option on the left with Gibson. Now she's in a little bit of space. She's got to try and get someone in the box here. There's no one breaking forward for East. Or she can cross it to a blue shirt, or just try and go herself. Cuts it back. And it eventually finds its way back into the arms of McLean, but you'd have to say that good work there from Gibson to try and just fashion anything out of that. There are about 6 blue shirts for her there to cross to, which is not really who they'd want. Now, East trying to break forward again, playing down the right wing. In for a cross now, got Amos and just a little bit behind her there. The pressure there on Tatsuoka, applied by Lambie. Forces a shanked pass, and that's going to go out for an East throw-in. Closing in on half an hour played here at Heath Park. Still waiting for the game's first goal, but both sides have had their chances and turned into a bit of an arm wrestle at the moment. East starting to get a bit of momentum back now. They look for the options down the wing. There's certainly plenty of space there. Capalaba defending very, very narrowly. Here's Abby Lloyd now. She's going to opt for Perrin. No, Perrin cuts inside and creates a bit of space here for Ringrose if she can get that left foot cross in for Tatsuoka. And Perrin, Ringrose, I beg your pardon, heeds the advice. Launches it out and resets from the throw. Now he's Katie Cooperis. She calls for some movement. It's a very static Capalaba attack at the moment. 3-on-3 on the outside here. Now here's Perrin. Plays it out and looks like it's going to be signalled as a corner. Now the tall timber from the back coming forward in the form of Cooperis and Wachner. Wadsworth coming short. Low ball and deflected out off Tatsuoka for a goal kick. Not getting there. Just a quick reminder about Aldi Miniroos. Aldi Miniroos Kickoff in a Nutshell is an introductory program for children aged between 4 and 9 years old. Each weekly 45-minute game-based session sees each child receive an Aldi Miniroos participant pack, which includes a boot bag, football, water bottle, and a sticker sheet. Goal kick only finds its way to Tatsuoka, and now Capalaba looking to spring forward here. Finds Lloyd. Wadsworth with the shot. Tipped over the bar. Another big save there. Well done, Caitlin Dale. That's a second big save of the first half. So that was a good chance there for Capalaba. Second one of the game in fancy, and once again you'd have to be a little bit worried about how easy they were able to fashion that from a goal kick. Cleared away there by Maggio. Slightly different corner routine from this side. Let's see if Tatsuoka makes a run again. Cross in towards the 6-yard box. Once again, can't find its way past Maggio, but Ringrose actually blocked her teammate's shot there. And he's just trying to get the ball away at the moment, but Capalaba able to keep the action down the right end of the pitch, at least from their perspective. So they now take it back over halfway, and just trying to find an avenue through the East defensive group here. And they had a run made there from Wadsworth, but not seen or just not passed to by Cooperis, instead opting to maintain possession around the back as Amos tries to close that one down. Here's Cooperis. Here's McLean now. His clearance actually manages to get through Roberts there and able to create just a little bit of an opportunity. And Cooperis and Amos keeping a very close eye on one another there. Wadsworth finds herself crowded out of possession, and East now trying to break forward a little bit here and see if they can find the opening goal of the match. Finds his way through the feet there of Ward to Maggio, and Maggio is just bundled over there from Ward. One of those one-on-one battles I think we're going to enjoy for the next 60-odd minutes of play. Now a chance for Dixon to try and play it forward, but just looking at the matchups across the Capalaba defensive group, there's a pretty clear height advantage for the team in blue. That's Cooper's with the clearance there and gets back onto the rebound there and plays it out from the back. Now looking to break forward here. Here's Amos, who's muscled off by Cooperus and able to help his teammate win possession back. There's Wapner back to McLean. Wondering where her options might be. A free run out on the far left if they want to find her. Might be Anna Ringrose. With the run into space now as Cooper is going to look for it. She does, but it's just a little bit too high there for Ringrose. Apologising for cutting inside, perhaps a little bit too far. Not if she had to come in that far. She would have had the whole basically left a channel there to work on. Beautiful Friday night here at Heath Park. There's Cooper's breaking forward. So it's pretty much perfect conditions football. Not too much wind, not too warm, not too cold. Just about everything you could ask for, really. Here's Cooper's now, trying to play Lloyd. But instead it's Dixon now. Pass unable to get past Ma there. Sense a bit of frustration creeping into both these sides. Their passes haven't quite been as sharp as they might hope they'd be, but the almost chances really are starting to stack up right now. I feel all you need is just one pass to go where you need it to, and could hopefully open the floodgates here. And of course that goal kick didn't go over the 18-yard box line. For those of you wondering, we're not playing under the new IFAB laws of the game, which came into effect on June 1st, I believe. Keep the rules from the start of the season consistent all the way through. In case you were wondering, you might have been watching some of the FFA Cup or Premier League, which are operating under the new rules. Next season, of course, we won't have to worry about the minutiae of how far a goal kick has to go. Here's Tatsuoka now on the ball. Once again, the east forward line trying to pressure the Capalaba backs. So both sides have come up with a clear plan to try and shut things down, and well, it's been a defender's game so far. Now here's Gibson. As Marr tries to chase her down, but not before she gets the pass in here. Chance, but it's a very weak left foot shot there from Lambie. A little bit rushed there, trying to get the ball off before someone closed it down. The kick just over the head of Abby Lloyd and able to be cleared there by Tokunaga. Goes out here from Tanaka. Plays it through here. Now this pass just a little bit too heavy once again. A bit of a warning sign there for Tiffany Roberts. If she can just get on the end of one of those passes, you have to think that that'll be another plan forward. Now Lloyd with their optimistic shot. Just trying to get the ball towards the goal and see what happened. And unfortunately for her, it wasn't much. We've got about 5 minutes remaining here in the first half from Heath Park, home of Easts. Still no score in this NPL round 26 match of the round. It's James Coughlin here bringing you the action on the Football Queensland Facebook page and YouTube channel, however you're watching us. Pretty decent way to spend a Friday night. Glad we're bringing you the action here. Now here's Tanaka, playing it out now. Gibson looking to break forward. Gets a pass in here for Lambie, feeds it over for Mudnich. Here's Tanaka. Left foot cross in. Here's Wadsworth for Capalaba now. Feeds it back for Ward. Here's Lloyd. Trying to get it out to Wadsworth, who in the end loses out to Tanaka. In the end, Tokunaga's pass finds its way to Tatsuoka. And a very, very strong challenge there from Tokunaga, and indirect free kick there for trapping the ball there against Tatsuoka, and it's going to be East to clear it away. So bit of confusion over who's taking the free kick there for East, and it's going to be Hakana Dixon. Here's Mundich. East. Then a heavy touch there from Tanaka, salvaged into a throw-in. Goes for Amos now, right underneath us. She tripped up. Much to the chagrin of Angela Marr, gives away the free kick. And Wadsworth suggesting where the free kick is going to be. Her advice is heeded. Ball goes forward and cut out there by Cooperus. It's Tatsuoka and feeds it out now for Perrin. Had Ringrose on the overlap, but Palbar once again playing it around the backs. A heavy touch there from Tanaka. It's punished there as a heavy touch from Marr, and comes back for Marr, just overrunning the ball there and collecting Tokunaga. Bit of a delayed call there from Bailey Jacobson, our Total Tools match official. Now here's Mudnich under the attention of Tatsuoka. Trying to play it behind, but Roberts had her momentum going the wrong way and had to quickly change direction to try and chase that down, so she was second to it, but still ends up in an East throw-in. About 30 seconds of normal time left here in the first half. Now on the turn here. Here's Amos. Here's Cooper's now back, and McLean got two East players trying to close it down, able to split them, and with the couple of blows of the whistle, that's half time here from Heath Park in East Brisbane. It's a scoreless first half here. A couple of chances both ways, and we've got a second half to bring. It's Football Queensland NPLW match of the round, and we'll be back in a few minutes with that. We'll see you then.
Why do I play football?
Why do we play football? I play for fitness.
Competition.
Community spirit.
It's healthy and safe.
And fun.
I play for celebration.
What's your reason? Join our team.
Laurenti's Fresh Food Market, for lovers of high quality, delicious fresh food. Laurenti's is a customer focused family business, providing great value, backed up by years of industry experience. Laurenti's, open 6 AM to 7 PM 7 days.
We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade. We swear a lot at Total Tools. We swear by our range. We swear by our service. And of course, we swear by our prices. So you'll know that you're buying at the best price every day. Total Tools. Every tool, every trade.
And welcome back, everyone, to Heath Park here in East Brisbane for the NPL Round 26 Match of the Round. It's James Colgan here bringing you the action as East hosts Capalaba with plenty on the line in terms of the NPLW finals picture, and decided to just coming back out after the half-time interval. We're perched here high on the halfway mark, as you can see from the picture on the camera, or on your screen anyway, provided by the camera. It's where I only had water at half-time. So it was a scoreless first half, but not without its chances for both sides. Zoe Lambie had a one-on-one chance that just hit the post, while a couple of chances there for Capalaba. The best one fell to Abby Lloyd in a one-on-one situation, which brought out a fantastic save by Caitlin Dale, who also had another very strong save later on. But it was certainly one for the defenders in the first half. Just a reminder of where we're at in terms of the live finals picture as well. East, well, if they win, they're into 6th spot. Otherwise, they're going to be opening up the door for a possible switch of 6th place. Just confirming the ladder going into the weekend. So a win will lock East into a final spot on 42 points and means that Souths and Logan can't overtake them. A point will give Souths the option to overtake them with a win. Logan 2 points behind East as it stands on 37 points. If you're watching and you are East supporter, one thing that you can take a little bit of comfort in, during their 8-game winning run, they've been very, very strong in the second half. 18 of their 26 goals in that time have come after the halftime break. And in their last 4 games, all 9 goals have come in the second half. Of course, they'll probably want to hold on to possession a little bit better than what they did off the kickoff here as we're back underway. Capalaba in their all blue, going from right to left now on your screen as you're watching us. Very pleased that you're choosing to spend your Friday night with us here on the Football Queensland Facebook page. Cut out here by Robert. We have to hope that the halftime team talk has continued to be effective for East here. So 18 out of 26 goals in their winning streak. The last 9 goals will come after halftime. Well, 9 goals in the last 4 games, including their 5-0 win over Sunshine Coast Wanderers in their catch-up last weekend. Ball's gone out for a goal kick there. In that time as well, they picked up a huge 3 points against one of their finals rivals in South back in round 22. It was a 92nd minute winner, so could be in for a dramatic finish, which would send the crowd here, I'm sure, wild. Meanwhile, for Capalaba, of course, they're looking to possibly overtake Gold Coast United for 4th spot, although it seems like they're going to be locked in to play Gold Coast United in the first round of the finals next week. We'll cover that a little bit more as we get later on into the match. And they're trying to arrest a bit of a form slump themselves as well, and so they've had probably more chances, but they've been few and far between from both sides. Here's Tatsuoka on the ball now. Ed Ward, and now not sure where that pass was intended for Ringrose, but she was the nearest player to it. Here's Roberts. And Lambie tries to split a couple of Capalaba defenders, not to be. Now here's Finneran. If you are, of course, watching on the Facebook page, feel free to leave a comment. We'll check in on that in a little while. Here's Tatsuoka. And Katie Cooper is there coming out. Very strong challenge there to get on the end of that. Here's Mudnich. Good ball, able to get past Finneran there. Not many passes have gotten in behind the Capalaba defenders. And if they have, Jessica McLean's usually been on hand to clean them up. Here's Ringrose under pressure. Ball is won back there by Roberts. Now Wadsworth wins it back for Capalaba. Now Tatsuoka looking to break. She's got Jacinta Perrin breaking ahead of her, and pass is deflected off shoulder there of Annika Coyne. Here's Lloyd. Now a chance for Capalaba to break. Now Ma once again with a gut-busting run forward. Cuts it back inside for Lloyd with the first time shot, and it's away to the right side of the goal. Couldn't quite wrap a foot around that one just enough. It's Caitlin Dale, who had a couple of big saves to keep the scores level in the first half. As it is all to play for here for both sides. As we mentioned in the lead into the first half, Capalaba with just 4 points from their last 5 matches. They'll be very eager to go into the finals with a bit of confidence. Of course, going into the weekend, Capalaba did have a chance to get up to 3rd place, but Sunshine Coast Wanderers forfeiting against the Gap means that the Gap will be locked into a 3rd place finish, and they will play whoever finishes 6th. So we may have someone from the Gap keeping an eye on this game as they're scouting a possible opponent for next weekend. And headed away there by Roberts as Capalaba gets another throw in. Now Perrin. Here's Ward, and touch just not quite able to bring the ball under control. And very clear instructions towards our referee Bailey Jacobson, and not from one of his assistants, from one of the players on the pitch who was looking to be the assistant for a few seconds there. Cooper is to deliver the free kick in. Now headed there for Lloyd, or she's trying to get the head on the end of that, but just didn't quite have the springs in the boots. There's Tokunaga. There's Tatsuoka though, cutting it out, and she was about to shoot there, and very well cut out by Zoe Lambie, who had East's best chance in the first half. Here's Lloyd trying to flick it around, but Hakana Dixon there able to read what was going on and get there before Abby Lloyd could cause too much trouble. Ivana Mudnic now plays it forward, but cut out there by Ma. And just off the roof of the East bench there and hitting one of the cars over in the car park. Can't hear any alarms, but I can hear a plane flying overhead. Now through ball here, just a little bit too far beyond the boot of Tiffany Roberts, but first real warning shot across the bow there from East. Well, first warning shot of the second half. There's Cooperis, calls for handball, not heeded. Got a bit of space on the left here for Perrin to work with. Got Ringrose behind her and a couple of players breaking into the centre. Here's Lloyd looking for the header. Falls past her and Tanaka gets it away. Now Mudnic getting further involved. Pass once again cut out. Pass in between Tatsuoka and Lloyd there, and found the wrong coloured shirt from a Capalaba perspective. Now East playing the territory game perhaps. Mudnic trying to kickstart something down the right, but Perrin's there to watch her opponent very closely. Sandwich over the top there. Looks like it might generate something, but Finneran's able to take care of the ball there and see it out for a corner rather than invite Annika Coyne for a cross. Left-footed delivery into the 6-yard box, cleared away there by Izzy Ward, and that could have very easily caused a few nervous moments there for Capalaba as it goes past the near post on the correct side of the goal for Capalaba. Will we see another delivery into a similar area here? Amos moves over to put another cross in. Another cross to the near post, but into the side netting of the goal. It's just watched out by Finneran and McLean, and they'll happily take that goal kick there. East looking to try and cut out the short pass. Getting everyone coming over to the near side. Now Abby Lloyd tries to flick it on there for Perrin, but can't quite get enough purchase on that header. Here's Cooperus. And we're back at McLean. She's able to work her way around Georgina Amos there. Here's Perrin now. Very good pass there. Ringrose on her heels when it was struck, but still able to get on the end of it. Now plays it ahead of Perrin. She beat the race to the byline. She does. Sends it in. Now here's Abby Lloyd able to maintain possession for Capalaba in the right area. Once again, Capalaba bring it back into their own half. And very close there to an intercept from Zoe Lambie. But Mudnich able to win it back for Capalaba. Now breaking forward. Here's Amos onside. Now looking to reset it. Sets up for a strike. Just over. Well, it came out of nothing there from Georgina Amos, but struck it very well and just over the crossbar. And I have to say, if she puts that just a little bit lower, that probably beats Jess McLean. Might be a moment like that from someone like Georgina Amos. Score of 19 goals so far this season. We might see Abby Lloyd from Capalaba. A moment of magic from one of the two strikers to try and break this deadlock. As we approach the hour mark here. Capalaba looks like they're going to have to deal with another East attack as see Coyne down the right wing, cuts inside there. And it looks like it might have left a bit of a mark there on Tiffany Roberts. We'll keep an eye on her there. She's just looking a little bit hobbled as Capalaba now try and break forward. Now looks for Tatsuoka on the left. There's Maggio and Lambie exchanging a 1-2 now. Lambie breaking forward, looking for a pass through. Able to get there, and very well defended there by Ma, able to defuse the threat, and now Capalaba do clear it out. Now Perrin with two East players to get past her, and yes, it is a Capalaba throw-in. It's going to be Maddie Finneran coming over to take the throw-in. A question about how far my voice travels might get answered now. Here's Tatsuoka. Tries to play it down the sideline. Got a few assistant officials in blue perhaps, or maybe orange. Trying to make the calls here. I'll say every team needs a good lawyer on the pitch. Unfortunately, the judge and jury in this case is the man in the middle wearing all black with a whistle. Here's Lloyd. Deflected there, cut out by Mudnich, and now played out to the left here. It's Gibson with the cross in, and Finneran just forced to play it away because she had Tiffany Roberts behind her there. Now it's East's turn to turn the screws a little bit. As their corners start to pile up, it's going to be quick ball here as Tanaka provides a short option and drilled in there. Eventually it goes out Ma for a throw-in. It's going to be another throw-in, this time for Capalaba. Capalaba breaking forward, here's Tatsuoka. There's Coyne looking for a pass down the flank. Feeds it inside for Lambie, who's just going to use a quick feet to try and get past a couple of defenders there. Open up for a shot perhaps, and her and Amos just not quite on the same page there. Amos on her heels and thought we were going to be getting a pass inside. A brief stoppage there, but play on now. McLean with the goal kick. Here's Mudnich on the ball, but muscled off there by Wadsworth, but well, we were about to have the game's first change. It was signalled there, but it's play on. And eventually it does go out, and we are going to have the game's first change. Now just have a double change, in fact. For Capalaba, coming off is Eloise Wadsworth and Anna Ringrose. Just on the hour mark there. Or approximately the hour mark by my watch anyway. And coming on, you've got number 14, Sarah Novaraz, and let me confirm who the other substitute is. Good way to make you feel like your eyesight's failing, is trying to read numbers at a distance. Looks like it might be number 10, Michaela DeSavia, but we'll just confirm that. So in the end it is going to be Capalaba with the chance to relieve the pressure here. I beg your pardon, it was Annalise Holsworth that came on, not DeSavia, although I'm sure we will be seeing the number 10 for Capalaba before too long. Holsworth was the one that came on to the near side wing. There's a chance now for Capalaba breaking down the right side. Cross in. Amos just a little bit wide. So close. Fantastic ball in there from Tiffany Roberts. And Georgina Amos, possibly with her best chance of the game, just sent it wide. But it'll be a big warning sign for Capalaba there. That right flank of East's attack. Certainly going to start causing more trouble as the game goes on. Closed down by the substitute Holsworth. Forced to play it back there, and very strong challenge by the other substitute, Novaraz. And Abby Lloyd there. Now plays it out. That passing from Lambie is getting better and better as the game goes on. She's really coming into it here now. Have to make sure she doesn't get too much space here. She wins the ball back. A dogged effort with a long-range shot. And it's straight into McLean's arms on the bounce. Here's Holsworth now. Looking for Lloyd there. Lloyd able to block the clearance and get the ball back. There's a chance here if she can find the back post. Looks for the cross, but it is cut out there. Only as far, though, as Perrin. Looks for the cross in there, but cleared away. Now here's Maggio. Finds Lambie with a ball out to the left wing. Once again, well found is Jessica Gibson. One-on-one with Ma. Got a 1-on-3 situation in the box now for Amos. Cross goes in. A chance now, but headed away there by Cooperis. Had to be strong there to make sure she gets on the end of that. I should say big hello to Vicky Lyons who's watching. Let's go Capalaba. Can't say that middle letter on the broadcast, Vicky. Got Tommy watching as well, offering some coaching tips. And Elizabeth watching as well. Big fan of Capalaba. Got a strong visiting contingent on the stream at the moment. Now one back here from Amos, and is brought back, and that is definitely going to be a yellow card there for Lauren Wapner, and that was pretty much all she could do in that situation. Very well pressured there by Georgina Amos, and well, that could be pretty telling as we get the game's first yellow card here on, I'd say about 65 minutes, give or take. Going to be Amos with the left foot. Just about perfect area for free kick here, and I'd be shocked if she gave up this one. I think it's definitely going to be a shot on goal. Not going to deny a striker an opportunity here. So Amos with the free kick. 4 players in the wall for Capalaba. Can she get it up and over? She can, and it's in! Opening goal of the game, Georgina Amos might have just booked East's spot in the final. 20th goal of the season for the East striker, and boy, I don't think there have been any more important ones than that one right now. What a free kick. I think that's going to be a goal of the week contender as well. What a strike. Just under the crossbar and beat the wall, up and under. It's 1-0. We've got the game's first goal. Well, there we go. That changes the complexion of this quite a lot, because now Capalaba definitely have to open themselves up a little bit more, try and get a few more players forward. Because a loss won't really do them a whole lot of good right now. They need something out of this game, so Capalaba have to push forward now. Might open up a few more chances for East on the counter-attack as well, and we've already seen how dangerous that can be, as Lambie once again continues her dogged work in the midfield. Should go back as well and praise the effort that went into East winning that free kick. Well, it might have been a tactical foul from Lauren Wachner. You'd have to wonder if she might have preferred to have that one back. Now, East have to maintain their composure here as well. Very strong challenge there from Abby Lloyd. I'm sure she's really got too much to argue with there. Forward here, and a fortunate bounce now as he's try and break forward a little bit more. See if they can double their advantage and put the game to bed. Now Abby Lloyd there wins a throw-in, and still no movement on the East bench. I think they're happy to keep things status quo. The side has gotten better as the game's gone on, and it's now 10 goals in their last 5 games, all in the second half. I'd have to say momentum is a fantastic thing to have at this time of year. Just a reminder, with finals coming up, visit footballqueensland.com.au for all the latest NPL, NPLW, FQPL and community news from across the state, although I think the FQPL news will be mostly related to player movement now with that season over. Had a fantastic grand final last weekend, and good to hear Jared on the call for that. A chance here from Novaraz, tries to play it forward. Just cleared out there. The through ball here as Gibson tries to put the pressure on. Capalaba holding on to it. Unintentionally headed on there, and Lloyd almost got onto the end of it, but that was very well defended by Tokunaga. About 20 minutes remaining. That shot from Lloyd is straight at Caitlin Dale there. A few nerves might be getting into the Capalaba team. Here's McLean, and under quite a bit of pressure there, and forced to just get it away over the touchline there and concede a throw in for East. Now here's Coyne, back for Maggio. Here's Cooper is breaking forward now, looking for an option as she gets Holsworth. Calmly kicked away there by Coyne. Got movement there on the far side of the pitch with one last substitute for Capalaba, and you'd have to think right now they've got to call on DeSavia as well in the next few minutes, give her a chance to get on the score sheet. DeSavia Important substitute option. Of course, scored back when these sides met last time. A very strong tackle there from Cooper, is able to get the ball away from Amos. Now here's Maggio. Now Cooperis using his strength there. Eventually cleared away there, but only as far as Munic in the centre of the pitch. Plays it out to Gibson there, who's knocked off the ball there and turned by Novaraz. Puts it on the left foot, but plays it to where she thought a teammate would be, and eventually one was. Here's Abby Lloyd. And Holsworth there just fixing up her boots, so unable to get on the end of that pass there. Now pressure coming here. And Coyne just forced to clear it away there. The onrushing Perrin, who's now on the ball. It's Tatsuoka. Here's Cooper's breaking forward. Crosses in and onto the roof of the net. And it looks like we've got a change coming now. It's going to be Lauren Wachner withdrawn. Perhaps not surprising. Defender for a striker, Michaela DeSavia, coming on. Wachner picked up that yellow card in the foul that led to the first goal. And, of course, at this point, probably going to need another striker anyway, because, well, they can't drop any lower than 5th, win, lose or draw, and they do need at least a point to try and put some pressure on Gold Coast. Just double check the Gold Coast there. The goal difference there, actually. Of course, you can check out all these results online, but doing my best to explain them to you. So Capalaba does actually have a better goal difference than Gold Coast. Going into this match, they were plus 45. They'll be down to plus 44 as it stands. And Gold Coast are on plus 37. But they do have an extra point on Capalaba. So getting at least a draw here is very, very important, because that will at least put them up into 4th place. And we saw a late show 2 weeks ago against Lions. We're going to get that again here. Well, just have to stay tuned and find out, because I have no idea how this is going to play out. I think we're going to be in for a bit more excitement either way. Here's DeSavia. Loses out there to Coyne. Now out here for Roberts. And a pass just not quite able to get around for Amos. And still a little bit hobbled there is Tiffany Roberts. Saw her limping before after a challenge. Now here's DeSavia. Can she get on the end of it? No, it's going to be Dixon first to it. She finds her teammate Tanaka there. That one's cut out by Cooper, so just trying to see how the Palbar formation is redistributed. And an advantage played here. It's DeSavia on the ball, tries to cross it in. Blocked, plays back, another chance. So going to keep playing, and the cross goes to the back post head, just over Holsworth's head, but she's able to chase it down. She's got plenty of pace in her. Of course, now a few Capalaba players in hindsight might have preferred the free kick rather than the advantage. But here's Amos going head-to-head with Finneran. Now plays it here for Budnic, who's got a little bit of space to work with now. This game might get a little bit more stretch. Here's Maggio. Here's Amos. We're not looking for another long-range strike there, but the pass is enough, and it's going to go out. Looks like it's going to be the sideline. One. And Jacinta Perrin feeling effects of taking out the corner post there. All the teammates checking on her. Looks like it might have knocked the wind out a little bit. Trying to at least gain a few more metres there. The running she's been full of all night, and so it's not surprising to see her still going in the final minutes. And now Capalaba breaking forward. Here's Perrin continuing just to run. Got Holsworth with her now. So it looks like Capalaba gone to pretty much a back three now with Finneran, Cooperis and Marr, and now also got Perrin filling in as a de facto left back when called upon, but so the further forward she can get, the more helpful it'll be. I think her main job will be keeping an eye on Roberts, who's perhaps looking to cherry pick a little bit. Capalaba just looking for a way through. East definitely aren't parking the bus just yet. They'd rather go on with it and make it 2-0 instead of try and sit and defend this 1-0 lead, but it hasn't been an easy defence for opponents to break down at the moment. In fact, their last goal they conceded was back in round 21, which was 5 matches ago for them because of the rescheduled round 19 clash. Here's Maggio, and that almost worked out perfectly for her there. It's a fancy back heel attempt. So it's getting tougher and tougher for Capalaba as time begins to run out. But plenty of pressure being applied here by DeSavia. Not sure who's trying to officiate the game in the middle of the pitch there. Here's DeSavia. Also curious to hear how much our mics are picking up. But now here's Coyne breaking down the right flank again. Here's Lambie getting back inside. He's more than happy to take their time with this throw-in. So got just under 10 minutes remaining here at Heath Park as Perrin goes through the back there and deemed to be a fair challenge. So goal kick here for Capalaba as they've got to try and get it down the other end of the park and into the goal, which has been very ably kept by Caitlin Dale so far. Now Lloyd onto the ball here. Got 3 options ahead of her. Which one's she going to try and take? And eventually an offside flag does go up against Annalise Holsworth, but just decide to play on and keep the ball moving. Here's Dixon. Now playing it out here for Coyne. Amos. Now a very, very good pass here. Frees up Roberts. Can she get past Finneran? She can. Frees up space for a corner, for a cross, and just a little bit in front of Jess McLean there, and she didn't get a hand to it, so fortunately for Capalaba that is, Gibson not quite able to get onto the end of that one. Here's Lloyd onto the ball there. Now a chance here for Gibson, something to chase. She's got it got to step on Cooper so she can cut back inside. She's also got Lambie in behind her. Now Margio, space to shoot if she wants to take it. No. Turns it back now for Mudnich. Plays it out here for Lambie. Made a lot happen in this second half. Can't make anything happen there, unfortunately. A cross is behind the goal. We've got about 5 minutes left of normal time. Trying to do the quick maths on my watch. Here's Lloyd. Novaraz now. And it's going to be awarded as a free kick there for a handball by the looks of that signal. Now Capalaba definitely have the height advantage here, so if they can get a good delivery into the box, you never know what's going to happen. And Abby Lloyd's the obvious target here. Also got Katie Cooperis looking like she'll be lingering at the back post for a header back across goal perhaps. She did score a fantastic volley a fortnight ago against the Lions, so she'll also be alert for that. Ball goes in towards Cooperis and Lloyd. Clearance. Looks like it's going to get just far enough. Here's Amos. Now feeds Gibson. Now Lambie. Very impressive this half. Here's Margio's pass. Not quite where she was hoping it was going to be, or teammate wasn't where she was hoping it was going to be. Now DeSavia's pass can't quite get through Coyne there, but eventually it does get to Holsworth, who a little bit slow off the mark there, giving Tokunaga a bit of a head start there, and in the end it's a East goal kick. And I'd have to say in the last in this winning streak they've had rounds 22, 23, 24, they've all been professional wins, we'll say 1-0, 2-0, 1-0, so East do certainly know how to close out a game if they absolutely have to. Can they do it for another week and secure themselves finals football? Of course, the action doesn't stop here. We've got more football coming to you tomorrow night on the FQ Facebook page. Simon Smale will be bringing you the action from Gold Coast against Olympic. There's a shot there from DeSavia. Deflects away. And then a little bit of a cynical knockdown there. And Simon Smale will be bringing the action from Gold Coast Knights. They take on Olympic, his two finals-bound teams from the NPL. Certainly a lot to look forward to over the next 3 weeks as Football Queensland competitions, or NPL competitions, wrap up. We've already got the FQPL determined. In case you're wondering how the NPLW final series is going to work out, it's a good one if you're it's a familiar system if you're an NFL fan. It's the same as the conference playoffs there. First weekend will be 3rd against 6th, so that'll be gap against as it stands East. Then you're also going to have Gold Coast United taking on Capalaba next week as it stands, with Lions and Moreton Bay on the bye. Here's Lloyd with the header. Slipped there as she was trying to control it, and clearly off Tatsuoka's hand, but deemed to be play on. And the highest ranked winner will play 2nd ranked Moreton Bay United, who will be hoping they're not too rusty after a few weeks without a competitive match, with catch-up weekends, byes and forfeits. And you've also got Lions taking on the lowest ranked winner, so they'll take on the team that finishes 4th, 5th or 6th, the lowest ranked remaining team. And then the 2 winners of those semi-finals will go on to the grand final, which will be in 3 weeks from today, or 3 weeks from this weekend if my maths is correct, which I would double check. As I talk, I don't do maths. Now a chance here for Lambie, but McLean was alert to the danger and comes off the line to clear that away. To stay tuned to the FQ socials for confirmation on when and where those finals games will be across the NPL and NPLW. NPL is, of course, a straight 4-team final setup, so it's 1v4 and 2v3. Winners meet the grand final. If it's anything like last year's final series, I think we're going to be in for a real treat. Here's Holsworth. Challenge there looks like it might have felled Maggio just a little bit. A strong work from DeSavia there. Here's Lloyd. Finds his way to Holsworth. Trying to fashion a shot there, but can't get one off. Closed down, and the crowd here really showing their appreciation for the efforts of Annika Coyne. Here's Georgina Amos, whose goal might just turn out to be the difference here. Just a little bit behind Roberts there. Time really is beginning to run out here. Goes out over the sideline. Just a quick reminder as well, FQ is excited to announce the launch of a new referee website, a comprehensive online resource for referees across Queensland. The referee has been developed to assist match officials of all skill levels and qualifications to grow their understanding of the game and progress through refereeing pathways in the state. And now all the attention turns to the final few minutes here. And that's it. East are off to the finals. 1-0 win over Capalaba in the final round. That's a 9-game winning streak. You wouldn't have picked it a few months ago. But you can see just how much it means to them here. Another clean sheet as well. Georgina Amos's goal, a difference. That'll do it from Heath Park. So East, well, they made the chance, and yeah, what a game it was. Tense finish there, and that'll just about do it from Heath Park. That'll lock East into 6th spot, Capalaba into 5th, Gold Coast into 4th, Gap into 3rd, Moreton Bay into 2nd, and Lions into 1st. We've got finals to come now in NPLW. I cannot wait for the next 3 weeks. I'm James Coughlin. It's been a pleasure bringing you this game. We'll see you for the finals.